हेलो एवरीवन, नमस्ते। मेरा नाम गीतांजलि है एंड इस ईयर 2019 के सिविल सर्विस एग्ज़ामिनेशन में मुझे रैंक 32 प्राप्त हुआ है। एंड ये वीडियो उन लोगों के लिए है जो यूपीएससी की प्रिपरेशन कर रहे हैं। एंड मेरी जर्नी 3-4 साल से मेरी प्रिपरेशन रही है यूपीएससी की। और थ्रू आउट दैट प्रिपरेशन काफ़ी टॉपर वीडियो से हमने भी बेनिफिट किया है, इसलिए मुझे लगा कि अपनी भी जर्नी अगर मैं शेयर कर लूँ तो लोगों को बेनिफिट हो पाएगी। एंड अ लिटिल बिट ऑफ माय बैकग्राउंड, मैं काफ़ी सिटीज़ में आई हैव स्टडीड क्योंकि मेरे पिताजी नेवी में थे। माय मदर वाज अ DRDO साइंटिस्ट एंड देयरफॉर वी हैव स्टडीड इन ऑलमोस्ट एवरी मेजर सिटी। लेकिन हम राजस्थान के रहने वाले हैं एंड सबसे ज़्यादा मैंने अपनी पढ़ाई दिल्ली में की है। और मेरी कॉलेज आई हैव डन ज़ूलॉजी ऑनर्स फ्रॉम हिंदू कॉलेज न्यू दिल्ली एंड आफ्टर दैट आई स्पेंट 2 years in I was giving the AFCAT exam, which is the Air Force entrance test for flying, and I did not clear the SSB, which is something good that happened because a few years later I was able to succeed in this examination. एंड यूपीएससी की जर्नी की अगर बात करें तो 2016 में मैंने अपनी पहली अटैम्प्ट दी थी और वो काफ़ी कम प्रिपरेशन के साथ दी, तो एज़ यूजुअल प्रीलिम्स क्लियर नहीं हुआ जैसे ज़्यादातर लोगों के साथ होता है। एंड देन आई टुक दैट ईयर ऑफ और 2017 में मैंने वाजीराम से कोचिंग एक पूरी साल की ली थी जिसमें मैंने पूरे अपने सब्जेक्ट्स फिर से पढ़े थे। एंड 2017 के बाद 2018 में आई गेव माई सेकेंड अटैम्प्ट जिसमें आई वॉज एबल टू क्लियर प्रीलिम्स एंड मेन्स एंड आई गेव द इंटरव्यू। एंड इंटरव्यू के बाद मेरे रैंक में नाम नहीं आया, लेकिन 2019 में फिर से प्रीलिम्स देने के बाद नाउ द रिजल्ट हैज़ कम आउट दैट आई हैव सिक्योर्ड रैंक 32. So that has been my journey in brief, and मेरा focus in this video would be to tell you how I have improved over the years. And ऐसा नहीं है कि I'm going to tell you कि ये करना चाहिए वो करना चाहिए। I will tell you my strategy and it has been very different from a few people. जो लोग recommend करते हैं कहीं कहीं वो थोड़ा different है, तो I would suggest कि आप वही elements लीजिए जो आपके लिए सही लगे, right? So starting with I'll break my video down into prelims, mains and interview का preparation strategy, and I try to give more focus for prelims because अभी 1 महीने में prelims फिर से हैं। So for prelims what I did was in 2016 as I said I did not ऐसे कोई preparation ढंग की नहीं थी। standard books पढ़े थे लेकिन current affairs पे ध्यान नहीं दिया था, revision पे ध्यान नहीं दिया था, test series नहीं ली थी mock की। एंड वहाँ पे दिक्कत ये हो गई थी कि काफ़ी आइसोलेशन में आई वॉज प्रिपेयरिंग। सो आई डिड नॉट हैव फ्रेंड्स जिनके साथ मैं बात कर पाऊँ और मेरे को पता था कि कैसे करना है, कोई ढंग से गाइड करने वाला भी नहीं था। सो देयरफॉर एंड आई ऑल्सो हैड दैट कंप्लेसेंसी, मेरे दिमाग में ऐसा था कि बचपन से पढ़ाई में अच्छे हैं तो मतलब ये एग्ज़ाम भी ऐसे ही क्रैक हो जाएगा। पर प्रीलिम्स क्लियर नहीं होने के बाद समझ आया धीरे धीरे कि यूपीएससी क्या चीज़ है। एंड आई थिंक ये एक ऐसी चीज़ है जो काफ़ी बच्चों को भी 2 साल बाद ही समझ आती है, 2 अटैम्प्ट देने के बाद समझ आता है कि व्हाट इज़ द रिक्वायरमेंट ऑफ द एग्ज़ाम, right? So this is one of my purposes for this video is also to let you know, and so that you don't need to waste 2-3 years in doing this entire process all over again, because I have made that mistake. You can learn from my mistake. So in 2016 मैंने prepare नहीं किया, and like I said then 2017 में I took a year long coaching, and in that coaching I did it from Wajiram. It was decent. Some of the most major subjects were covered जैसे economics हो गई, polity हो गई, history was covered well. However a lot of the subjects were not covered very well, and during the coaching what I used to do is I used to read the standard books side by side, and that is what I would recommend as well कि every day there's a class when you go for that kind of a coaching if you are someone who is taking coaching, but you have to supplement it। अपना खुद से भी पढ़ाई करना पड़ता है, आप एक इंस्टीट्यूट या फिर एक कोचिंग पे रिलाई नहीं कर सकते, राइट? खुद की पढ़ाई अपनी जगह होती है और जो दूसरे पढ़ाते हैं वो अपनी जगह। So it was good for basic understanding of the entire syllabus and all of that, but अपने आप से फिर करना पड़ा, वो वाली notes रखी रही। and 2018 में then I for prelims I gave a test series which is something I had not done in 2016. I gave my Vision IAS का offline, I picked up from the market and I gave a test series, and I was scoring well because my basics were good and I covered the current affairs from PT 365. लेकिन I cleared the prelims, but I did not clear with such a margin कि I would be comfortable. So I cleared the prelims with a 5 mark margin, which is विच इज़ नॉट अ सिचुएशन यू वांट टू बी इन, क्योंकि ऐसा हो जाता है इफ़ यू आर ऑन द बॉर्डर, फिर 1 महीना आपका मेंस के टाइम पे वेस्ट हो जाता है ये सोचने में कि आपने क्लियर किया नहीं किया, आपको प्रिपेयर करना चाहिए नहीं करना चाहिए, एंड दैट वाज अ बिग मिस्टेक. सो एंड दिस ऑल कम्स डाउन टू द फैक्ट कि प्रीलिम्स में इतनी अच्छी तैयारी नहीं हुई, तो यू नो दैट अनसर्टिनिटी स्टेज फॉर 1 month. So I would suggest, that's my first recommendation, is that please put in so much effort in prelims that you clear the cutoff by at least 10-15 marks, so that you don't need to waste that 1 month in preparing for mains and thinking, you know, waiting for the result. So that is the one thing I did in prelims in 2018, is that I took a test series. And in 2019, I did the same test series. I did give vision. My sources remain the same. I still gave vision ka PT 365. I studied for current affairs. I was not very good with the, you know, keeping up with the newspaper, especially when it came towards the prelims, because you know, I don't have that kind of discipline ki roz baith ke newspaper padho. But I tried to cover up everything by reading these magazines. And in 2019 the only thing that I really changed was I gave more number of tests. तो जैसे मैंने 2018 में सिर्फ 25 टेस्ट दिए थे एज अ मॉक, इन 2019 I gave around 40 tests for mocks, 35 to 40 tests, right? जिसमें included है 15 full length tests. And I revised each of those tests 3 times at least, at the very least. And I had a standard in my head that I would want to clear not just the IAS cutoff, I wanted to clear the forest services cutoff also. और आपको पता है forest service का cutoff is at least 10-15 marks higher than the civil services. So that was my aim, and I held myself up to that standard in every test that I gave, in the sense that if people were thinking that 100 is a good decent score to score on a mock test, my aim used to be कि 120 लेके आना है या फिर 140 लेके आना है. And I think that really helped eventually, क्योंकि I subconsciously put in that amount of effort as well, and तभी जाके prelims इतने अच्छे से निकला है, जबकि you know it was somewhat of a tough paper looking at the cutoff. And the biggest change that I did in the 2 years, that is 18 and 19, the 2 years that I cleared the prelims, was I focused on revision, which is something I had not done in 2018. So in 2019 I focused on at least 4 or more revisions for everything that I had read. So that meant spectrum पढ़े आपने, modern history के लिए, polity के लिए you have read Lakshmikant, and NCERTs for geography and environment science and tech, current affairs from PT 365. Everything for me, I had a standard that I had to revise it at least 4 or 5 times, and I think that came in handy, because the logic here is that सब लोग वही कर रहे हैं. You know, everybody is giving vision का test series, everybody is studying vision का PT 365, and everybody is doing the same thing. So then what makes you different? What makes you different is not that you'll run around finding different sources. You know, there's no magical source कि आपको कुछ और magazine मिल जाए और उसी में से सारे questions आने वाले, वो तो होने नहीं वाला. So the only thing you can do is जो सब कर रहे हैं उसको आप better कीजिए. तो better कैसे करेंगे? Revise करके. So that is the whole idea. So that was my logic, that at least 4-5 revision देने हैं prelims के लिए, and that helped me. And coming to mains, then in 2019 my mains preparation was basically based on a test series. Prelims और mains की पढ़ाई पहले ही 1 साल में वाजिरा में जो हुई थी वो combined पढ़ाई होती है, साथ में newspaper चलता है. So you're basically सारी पढ़ाई साथ में ही चलती है. लेकिन मेंस के टाइम में, since you need to learn how to do an answer, you know how to write answers and all of that, and optional भी ज़्यादा मायने रखता है, तो मेंस के टाइम पे I had taken up a test series, and I had taken up a test series from Forum IS, and I was very lucky to have found, you know, very nice guides who gave me very personal attention, and they taught me, you know, they would look at every one of my answers and tell me ki this is what is wrong and this is what is right. And Asif and Anupam sir had a very big hand to play in that. And along with that, I did the mains 365 for current affairs, which is what is important for GS2 and GS3. And unfortunately I did not find time for essay and ethics, because my preparation for anthropology was very poor. I had not done a lot of anthropology before the prelims, so I was basically reading anthropology for the very first time between prelims and mains, which is the worst thing. And right off the bat I can say कि ऐसा नहीं करना है. अपने optional को prelims से पहले please 1 या 2 बार पढ़ लीजिए, and don't make the mistake that I made. कमिंग टू मेंस, 2018 और 2019 में मेरा डिफरेंस ये था कि 2018 में मैंने एक टेस्ट सीरीज़ ली थी और मेरा प्रिपरेशन पूरा उसी के अराउंड था, एंड मेंस 365 मैंने विजन की उठाई थी फॉर करंट अफेयर्स। एंड अनफॉर्चुनेटली मेरे पास एसे और एथिक्स के लिए इतना टाइम नहीं रहा था क्योंकि माई ऑप्शनल वॉज नॉट वेल प्रिपेयर्ड। एंड द प्रॉब्लम विद माई ऑप्शनल वॉज दैट कि प्रीलिम्स से पहले मैंने ऑप्शनल को ज़्यादा ध्यान नहीं दिया था। तो ऐसा हो रहा था कि फ़र्स्ट टाइम मेरे को प्रीलिम्स के बाद अपना ऑप्शनल पढ़ना पड़ रहा था और उसमें काफ़ी टाइम जा रहा था। तो व्हाट हैपेंड वाज कि फाइनली जब मैंने अपना अटैम्प्ट दिया था 2018 में, काफ़ी सब पार अटैम्प्ट था एंड माई स्कोर्स ऑल्सो शोड द सेम थिंग कि in GS in total I had scored a 400, in essay I had scored a 130, somewhere around a 270 in anthropology, and that was not enough to take me into the rank holders list, right? क्योंकि हर चीज़ में थोड़ी थोड़ी कमी रह गई थी. And in 2019 what I first did was I did two things. One was I did not take a test series for my optional क्योंकि उसमें आई फाउंड इट वेरी डिफ़िकल्ट टू मैनेज टू टेस्ट सीरीज़ की एंथ्रोपोलॉजी भी चल रहा है, GS भी चल रहा है. सो दैट्स द वन थिंग दैट आई डिड. एंड द सेकेंड थिंग दैट आई डिड वाज फॉर GS I took classes at Forum IS by Dipin sir, and that was something that helped me a lot. And apart from that, that gave me time to prepare for ethics and essay as well. Now I'd like to talk about time management during the mains exam because that is something जिसमें मेरे को काफ़ी दिक्कत हो गई थी 18 और 19 को देख के. एंड टाइम मैनेजमेंट की दो चीज़ें होती है. एक ये होता है कि काफ़ी ज़्यादा लोग क्या करते हैं कि प्रीलिम्स में क्लियर ठीक से नहीं हो पाता या फिर आप मार्जिन पे होते हो तो एक पूरा महीना रिज़ल्ट की वेट करने में ही वेस्ट हो जाता है, तो लोग वो टाइम यूटिलाइज़ नहीं करते. सो उसका उसका तरीका यही है कि आप प्रीलिम्स को इतने अच्छे से क्लियर करें कि आपको सोचना ही ना पड़े कि क्लियर हो रहा है कि नहीं. एंड दिस इज़ व्हाट आई डिड इन 2019. And the second thing is that managing multiple test series is going to be very difficult. जैसे आप GS की एक टेस्ट सीरीज़ लगाते हैं, एक ऑप्शनल की लगाएंगे, अगर आप सेपरेटली एसे और एथिक्स की भी लगाएंगे तो काफ़ी ज़्यादा हो जाता है वो. So my idea was improving upon 2018. I decided that I will only have एक GS की टेस्ट सीरीज़ and optional की I did not put a test series because again that time management issue. And apart from that, essay was integrated in my GS test series. So I basically had to go to एक जगह, one place where I could take all of the all of my guidance from, and that helped me a lot in time management. Apart from that, what happens is during the preparation of mains, the first 2 months if you are lax, मतलब अगर आपने लाइटली ले ली प्रिपरेशन को पहले 1-2 महीने, तो तीसरे महीने में काफ़ी भार आ जाता है. एंड अल्टीमेटली द लास्ट मंथ शुड बी लेफ्ट फॉर रिविजन. लेकिन ऐसा हो जाता है कि पहले 2 महीने आपने प्रिपेयर नहीं किए तो लास्ट के महीने में हर चीज़ हड़बड़ी में आप पढ़ रहे हो, राइट? तो व्हाट यू नीड टू डू इज़ आप फर्स्ट स्टार्टिंग ऑफ द मंथ इटसेल्फ यू मेक अ सिलेबस ऑफ मेक अ शेड्यूल ऑफ कौन से हफ्ते में आप कौन सी चीज़ करने वाले हो, कितने दिन देने वाले हो, उसका रिविजन कब होने वाला है. And I was very big on organizing and making a schedule that way. I had an Excel sheet where I would write, okay, this week to this week I will be studying this ऐसे करके. So I would suggest that you focus on time management as well during mains. The next thing that I want to talk about is answer writing and note making, especially from the mains perspective. So कुछ लोग ऐसे होते हैं जो प्रीलिम्स से पहले टेस्ट सीरीज़ उठा लेते हैं आंसर राइटिंग प्रैक्टिस करने के लिए. However, I was not one of them. For me, answer writing, it was not very difficult, and I have always done answer writing only after prelims, and that too just by a test series. I have not written answers at home and all of that, except for in 2019 when I didn't take a test series for my optional, then I had to write answers at my own house. But I have not practiced answer writing beyond that, and it is not wrong to take a test series before the prelims. However, I feel that the advantage that you get is not much, and take it from me, it's very easy to learn answer writing after the prelims as well if you take a decent test series, right? And even if you don't want to take a test series, you can write answers of your own in your house. And one thing that you need to do is you need to constantly compare your answer sheets to topper copies, राइट? काफ़ी सारे टॉपर्स ऐसे हैं जिन्होंने अपनी स्ट्रैटेजी, अपनी सारी PDFs वगैरह, ऑल आंसर्स दे हैव पुट ऑनलाइन. So it is easily accessible to all the students. In fact, I also will be doing that, especially for my optional. सो इट बिकम्स वेरी ईजी। आप अगर आंसर लिखो, आपको ये ज़रूरत भी नहीं पड़ेगी कि कोई आपको बताए उसको चेक करके कि क्या गलत है उसमें, बिकॉज आप खुद ही देख सकते हो कि टॉपर क्या अच्छा कर रहा है उसमें। तो जनरली द ट्रिक टू हैविंग अ गुड आंसर इज़ वन, दैट यू नीड टू स्ट्रक्चर इट वेरी वेल। सो जो क्वेश्चन में मांगा है उसको ब्रेक डाउन कीजिए पार्ट्स में, इंट्रोडक्शन, कंक्लूजन, एंड योर बॉडी शुड बी अ कंप्लीट ब्रेक डाउन ऑफ द क्वेश्चन इटसेल्फ, राइट? And apart from that, you need to incorporate value addition material, which is something, like data or committee recommendations and things like that. Now, how do you get those, how do you get that information? You can get it from anywhere. आप अगर newspaper पढ़ रहे हैं, उसमें committee recommendation आया है, please put it down in your notes. And if there is something that, data you come across while watching a video or things like that, or in some summary sheet of some institute, make a consolidated place where you have all the data down and constantly revise that data. So this is what I did for answer writing for my GS paper. Now I would like to talk about note making for the mains purposes. Honestly, I was not a person who made a lot of notes. मेरे से ऐसा होता नहीं था कि मैं हर बुक को पढूँ और उसको शॉर्ट में पढूँ, बिकॉज मोस्ट ऑफ द मेंस की तैयारी आपकी प्रीलिम से पहले ही हो जाती है। तो आप अगर लक्ष्मीकांत और स्पेक्ट्रम पढ़ रहे हैं, इनमें हर एक लाइन इतनी इंपॉर्टेंट हो जाती है कि आप उसको बैठ के ऐसे नोट्स बनाओगे तो नहीं, राइट? एटलीस्ट आई डिड नॉट फाइंड द बेनिफिट इन दैट. सो स्टैंडर्ड बुक्स के नोट्स आई हैड नॉट मेड. मोस्ट ऑफ देम आई हैड जस्ट अंडरलाइंड इन द बुक्स itself. And apart from that, when it came to mains in 2018, I made notes because I was studying current affairs from mains 365, and उसमें ऐसा होता है that is not adequate. You need to Google research and all of that, so you need to consolidate that information from various places. Then I ended up making notes. However, in 2019, because I was taking classes for current affairs, मेरे को नोट बनाने की ज़रूरत नहीं पड़ी, बिकॉज जो हम लोग क्लास में करते थे वही टॉपिक वाइज नोट्स बन जाती थी, और उसी में अगर कोई वैल्यू एडिशन वगैरह पॉइंट ज़रूरत पड़ती थी तो उसी में कर देते थे हम. एंड सो दैट वाज माय नोट मेकिंग थिंग. हाउएवर, आई विल टॉक अबाउट my anthropology note making strategy completely separately. In optionals I did make notes. However, when it came to something like a GS, I did not make notes. Now the basic fundamental behind note making is one, that if you have consolidated information from one source, अगर आपकी एक किताब में सब कुछ है तो उसमें नोट्स बनाने की ज़रूरत नहीं पड़ी थी, क्योंकि you can just underline everything, right? अगर आपकी डिफरेंट जगह से आपको इन्फॉर्मेशन लेना पड़ता है, so then you will have to find, क्योंकि आप 3 बुक से जाके पढ़ोगे तो नहीं रिविजन के लिए. So revision purposes के लिए you need to make consolidated notes into one place, and then the notes also have to be such that आप रिविजन पर्पस के लिए बना रहे हो उस नोट्स को. आप मतलब कॉन्सेप्ट आपको समझना होता है, लेकिन उस इंटायर थिंग को आप फिर से फोटोकॉपी नहीं करना चाहते हो. यू नीड टू मेक समरी शीट्स. दैट्स द काइंड ऑफ नोट्स दैट आई हैड मेड. दैट आई वॉज वेरी अवेयर नोट्स बनाते वक्त कि मेरे को ऐसे नोट्स बनाने जो एग्ज़ाम से 2 दिन पहले रिवाइज हो जाए. And that is the idea behind note making. And as I said, my note making was very limited, and in the other next video on anthropology, I'll let you know what I did for note making there. Now coming to the interview preparation, I've spoken about prelims, I've spoken about mains, and I'd like to speak about how I improved my interview from 2018 to 2019. So in 2018, I scored a 173 in the interview. It's not bad, but again, it's not adequate enough to pull you through or get you the rank that you want. And I wanted the IAS service, so that was not enough to pull me through. And the one fundamental difference between what I did in 2018 and 2019 was that in 2018, I was thinking about what to say and rather than how to say it. So my focus in preparation for the interview in 2018 was कि ज़्यादा इन्फॉर्मेशन मैं बता पाऊँ. जैसे अगर मेरे से 2018 में दिल्ली पोल्यूशन के बारे में पूछा गया था कि आप कैसे उसको डीएम होते हुए उसको कैसे सॉल्व करोगे, एंड 2018 में मेरा प्रिपरेशन का स्ट्रैटेजी ये था कि मैं कैसे ज़्यादा पॉइंट्स दूँ उन्हें, कि स्टबल बर्निंग बंद करना पड़ेगा एंड लोगों को अवेयरनेस देना पड़ेगा एंड ऑल दीज डायमेंशंस. बेसिकली जैसे मेंस का आंसर लिखते हैं आप हर जगह डायमेंशंस डाल के, मैंने वैसे कोशिश की थी इंटरव्यू में. बट आई फील दैट्स द रॉन्ग वे, बिकॉज वो आपको, माई अंडरस्टैंडिंग इज़ दैट दे आर ट्राइंग टू चेक हाउ यू सॉल्व प्रॉब्लम्स, एंड इफ़ यू आर जस्ट गोइंग टू लिस्ट 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, दैट्स द प्रॉब्लम दैट यू आर how you are going to be solving. I don't think that's enough. So I feel like in the interview, it is better if you have, you know, a strategy to how you're going to solve problems. So this is what I came up with, that if there would be any answer where they would require me to solve a big problem, my idea would be to break it down into parts, and the way I would answer it would be, say now if I had to answer a, you know, Delhi pollution question, it would be, sir, I would try to first identify the reasons as to why Delhi pollution is taking place. And then you know, being a DM, you also need to be aware of your limitations. You know, you cannot go to another state and stop stubble burning as a district magistrate probably. So you need to be aware of that as well. तो मतलब वहाँ पे जाके मेरे को ऐसा लगा कि ज़्यादा पॉइंट्स देने से बेटर यू नीड टू स्ट्रक्चर योर आंसर इन अ वेरी क्रिस्प वे, एंड दैट इज़ द डिफरेंस बिटवीन वॉट यू आर आंसरिंग एंड हाउ यू आर आंसरिंग. However, there are certain factors that are relevant to the interview, जैसे your body language and the way you present yourself and how you speak and how long you are speaking, which is important. And this is something that I try to weed out by giving mocks. तो मैंने 2018 में 2 mock interview दिए थे, 2 या 3, and in 2019 also I gave 2 mock interviews, and my focus in them was basically trying to weed out all my, you know, body language issues or tics. Like I remember the very first interview that I had, it was a informal setting. उसमें मतलब मेरे इतने सारे flaws थे. I was nervous, so I was swaying from side to side. I kept stammering and I was speaking too much. I was not answering the question. Now these kind of things you can weed out, you know, only when you have that kind of atmosphere. You know, you recreate 5 लोग आपको senior sirs और मैम्स बैठ के आपसे question पूछ रहे हैं, तभी वो चीज़ें, you know, that nervousness और वो सब आपको, you need to learn how to tackle that through mocks as well. So I would recommend taking mocks for the interview. However, a lot of things do not get solved by the mocks, और वो आपको खुद से करनी पड़ेंगी, which is how to answer. So the way I used to do it is कि यू प्रिपेयर अराउंड योर डैप, डिटेल्ड एप्लीकेशन फॉर्म होती है, उसमें आपकी सारी इन्फॉर्मेशन होती है, उसके अराउंड आपको प्रिपेयर करना है. जैसे कि आई वॉज बॉर्न इन केरला, सो अ लॉट ऑफ क्वेश्चंस कैन बी आस्क्ड इन केरला, यू नो, व्हाई डू सो मेनी पीपल गो टू द गल्फ कंट्रीज एंड ऑल. सो यू नीड टू सिट एंड थिंक ऑल दीज क्वेश्चंस दैट कैन कम, एंड देन व्हाट आई डिड इज आई यूज्ड टू आंसर देम आउट लाउड, एंड आई यूज्ड टू रिकॉर्ड माई ओन वॉइस, एंड आई यूज्ड टू, यू नो, व्हाट्सएप पे और टेलीग्राम पे आई यूज्ड टू टेक वॉइस नोट्स, एंड देन आई यूज्ड टू लिसन टू देम अगेन. एंड ये प्रोसेस ऐसे 3-4 बार हर एक क्वेश्चन के लिए मैंने किया, बिकॉज दे गिव यू, यू नो, लेस देन अ मिनट टू स्पीक. तो उसमें आपको बिल्कुल क्रिस्प तरीके में सारी इन्फॉर्मेशन देनी है. ये चीज़ एक, मतलब मुझे सीखनी पड़ी थी ये चीज़, तो ये एक तरीका है विच आई कैन सजेस्ट दैट यू कैन डू इट. एंड अनदर थिंग दैट रियली वर्क फॉर मी इज़ आई प्रिपेयर्ड in 2019 I prepared with a friend for the interview. So we used to do that, we used to call each other and we used to, you know, ask questions on the phone and practice answers in a formal way. And I think that helps, because a lot of times you yourself are not able to identify आप में क्या, you know, कमी रह रही है and all of that, but कोई तीसरा बंदा आपको बता सकता है. So I think preparing with a friend is also something that will help. So this was my breakdown of the prelims, mains and interview, and what I did, you know, what I changed और कैसे improvement हुई. And there are a few do's and don'ts overall that I would like to share with you. One of the do's, I'll start with the don'ts. So one of the don'ts is, first of all, do not isolate yourself in this preparation. मतलब मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि काफ़ी लोगों का ये ख्याल है कि आप, यू नो, एक कमरे में बंद 10 घंटे, 12 घंटे, 16 घंटे अगर पढ़ो तभी जाके ये एग्ज़ाम निकलता है एंड ऑल दैट. एंड आई जेन्युइनली डू नॉट फील दैट वे, बिकॉज आई एम नॉट अ पर्सन जिससे ज़्यादा घंटे पढ़ाई हो. सो वन ऑफ माई टीचर्स हैड टोल्ड मी दैट वेन एवर यू सिट डाउन फॉर स्टडिंग, आप अपना, यू नो, यू कीप अ वॉच विद यू और आप टाइम नोट कीजिए, और अगर आप 5 मिनट के ब्रेक के लिए भी उठ रहे तो उसका भी टाइम नोट कीजिए. तो मैंने देखा है कि ऑन एन एवरेज मतलब 9 घंटे से ज़्यादा मेरे से पढ़ाई हो नहीं पाती थी. सो आई एम नॉट वन ऑफ दोज पीपल जो, यू नो, रोज़ आई कैन स्टडी 12 आवर्स और समथिंग लाइक दैट. देर आर पीपल हु डू दैट, बट आई वॉज नॉट वन ऑफ देम. And I always took care that I needed adequate breaks. I used to take my afternoon nap. I had my dogs that I had to walk. So studying 9 or 10 hours a day was not something that I could do consistently. And my entire average used to be 7 to 8 hours. Of course, it increases when the exam comes closer. Lekin that is the average that I used to put. And this is not something, you know, so what I'm trying to say is you don't need to isolate yourself for वो वाले thoughts से आपको नहीं पढ़ना है, because what happens is a lot of benefit in the exam you get from talking to other people, and if you have friends in the process, not only does your आपका वर्कलोड कम हो जाता है. लाइक आई प्रिपेयर्ड विद अ फ्रेंड इन 2019, सो टुवर्ड्स द मेंस यू नो करंट अफेयर्स बिकम सो मच दैट वी स्प्लिट इट. Like I said, okay, I'll do economic survey, you do the budget, and we'll make notes and share it with each other, right? So that helps. So if you can find people like that who match your wavelength and who are actually intent on clearing the exam and are not wasting time, so that is a better way to prepare than to be isolated. However, there's a caveat here कि ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए कि आप मतलब you are not in the right company. It is better to study alone than to be in the wrong company, but the right company is always preferred, right? If you can understand what I'm saying. And that is what I mean by don't be isolated. And another thing is, another don't that I want to say is, please don't doubt yourself in this exam. You know, there'll be a lot of people who will tell you कि आपसे you know शायद हो नहीं पाएगा ये, वो maybe directly नहीं बोलेंगे, you know, maybe there'll be an indirect way. Maybe you have relatives who aren't, you know, they're not so happy about you giving the exam. Maybe there's like a competitive spirit there or something like that. So there'll be a lot of naysayers in your life जो आपको बोलेंगे कि छोड़ दो, you know, 3 साल हो गए, 4 साल हो गए, नौकरी कब करोगे. And आप प्रिपेयर करते वक्त आपको अपने दोस्त सारे दिखेंगे जो you know salary, they're getting a salary, they're you know living life, weekends पे they're going out, they're traveling here and there. So when this happens, जब ऐसी life चल रही होती है, then you feel, you doubt yourself, right? Then you think कि यार होगा भी नहीं. And I have gone through that phase. When in my first time I did not clear 2016, I was a person who had a lot of faith in myself. You know, I used to think that I'm good at studies and I was confident as a person. And as soon as 2016 I did not clear the prelims, like it was like my entire life was shrouded with this doubt कि यार am I even capable of this exam? And that is, I think, the worst thing that you can do to yourself, because in this world, and not just about the exam, even in the you know services, there will be people who will tell you that you cannot do what you want to do, and you have to be the one who has the most faith in yourself, right? And this is especially true for I'd like to make a point here for women candidates, because not me, I have been very privileged in my life to have parents who are very supportive, but often I have seen with my friends and all, jab unka you know 2 or 3 attempts are done, you know, people start putting pressure on you on other things and they stop believing in you. And I feel this is more for women candidates than it is for men, because you know there's that idea that you need to get settled and things like that. So do yourself a favor and have faith in yourself, because the world is probably not going to have faith in you, right? So you need to be confident, and there's this kind of you know you need to have that masculine confidence कि दुनिया से इधर से उधर हो जाए लेकिन हमसे ये एग्ज़ाम होगा, वो वाला आपको कॉन्फिडेंस रखना है. प्लीज़ डोंट डाउट योर सेल्फ एंड हैव फेथ इन द प्रोसेस, राइट? एंड देर इज़ नो डाउट कि अगर आप हार्ड वर्क करेंगे, परसिवियर करेंगे, 2-3 साल लग जाए, लेकिन अगर सही डायरेक्शन में कर रहे हैं तो आपका एग्ज़ाम होगा. इस एग्ज़ाम में कोई ऐसे मिस्ट्री नहीं है कि यू नो यू हैव टू बी एन IIT एंड यू हैव टू बी एन IIM यू नो ग्रेजुएट एंड ऑल दैट. उस ये सब नहीं है, बस हार्ड वर्क और डायरेक्शन की बात है. नाउ I'd like to come to a few do's that you need to do. First is that do find the right guidance, right? So another issue that I faced in 2018 as well as 16 was that I did not have anybody to tell me कि ये एग्ज़ाम कैसे करना होता है. और फिर ये मेरी भी गलती थी कि मैंने ऐसे लोगों को ढूंढा भी नहीं जो यू नो जिनको एग्ज़ाम के बारे में पता हो, जिन्होंने क्लियर किया हो एंड थिंग्स लाइक दैट. और अगर आप ढूंढो आपको मिलते हैं. जैसे इन 2018 आई मेट वन ऑफ द रैंक होल्डर्स ऑफ दैट ईयर ऑफ 2017, एंड फिर उन्होंने मेरे को लाइक आई वेंट एंड मेट हिम एट हिज प्लेस एंड ही टोल्ड मी, यू नो, ही गाइडेड मी कि ओके यू हैव टू डू दिस, you have to do that. And this is something that you know people are willing to share, but the idea is that you have to go and find such people, and please take guidance from the right people. And by that I mean कि don't take guidance from your friends who are at the same level of the exam जैसे आप हो. जैसे आप मेंस दे रहे हो, वो भी मेंस दे रखे हैं, उनसे गाइडेंस लेने का मतलब नहीं है, क्योंकि you need आगे की information. You need, if you are giving mains, you need someone who has cleared the interview or is giving the interview at the very least. If you are giving prelims, you need someone who has cleared the prelims to tell you कि actual में करना क्या है. And the best people for your guidance would be toppers. if you have someone who has gotten selected this year, तो उनको पकड़ो. This is what my advice would be. Like when I cleared also, there were 2-3 girls who came to me from the society and they asked me, and you know, I was more than happy to guide them. So if you have a topper in your vicinity, or if you know someone, please find them, please take time from them, and please take guidance from them. If you can't personally meet them, then there are n number of topper videos like this to, you know, get guidance from the right people. And objectively speaking, throughout my preparation, I have always fallen back to, you know, topper videos whenever I was in doubt. So what used to happen, even though in 2019 I had already given mains, I had already given the interview, मेरे को process पता था, लेकिन every time before I would start preparing for a new phase of the exam, I would go to YouTube and I would type how to prepare for mains or how to prepare for interview. You know, just for, you know, the latest batch of toppers can tell you something new, and a lot of my strategy was guided by what these toppers had told me. So that is very important, and it's freely available, right? And apart from that, if you don't want to watch topper videos and all, which I mean they are available, but maybe, you know, you don't relate to those, find the people who have guided those toppers. So generally you will find them in some kind of coaching institute. You'll find teachers who are, you know, who are behind this whole test series. They'll give you mentorship. So you need to actively find the right people, and this is one of the do's that I wanted to say. And another one of the do's that was do not underestimate. This is actually a do not. So do not underestimate revision, the power of revision. So what happens is a lot of toppers would be telling you ki limited sources, multiple revisions, right? Limited sources, unlimited revisions, and that is true. But what they mean by limited sources, the adequate resources. It cannot be कि आप mains में one book or one source is not going to suffice. ऐसा I doubt कि, you know, एक बार आप newspaper पढ़ लो और उसी में से हो जाएगा, वो नहीं होता है. काफ़ी multiple sources refer करनी पड़ती है. But the idea is कि जो भी आप sources refer कर रहे हो उसको एक जगह consolidate करो, and that should be your limited resource. उसके आगे फिर आप इधर उधर नहीं. Initially when you are first time starting a topic, please refer to multiple sources, get the best information and then consolidate them in one place, और फिर उसको आप multiple times revise करो. And this is the one, you know, if I had to give one thing that changed in my 2 attempts at, you know, when I gave the interview in 18 and 19, the one thing that changed was I focused more on revisions. And it is, you know, a very understated kind of thing, but revision is very important. At least 4-5 जब भी टाइम हो, खाना खाते वक्त और, you know, ट्रैवल करते वक्त बुक खोलिए और रिवाइज करना चालू कीजिए. That is what you need to do. And another one of the do's that I wanted to say was, which is also actually a do not let this exam consume your life. मतलब आप इस एग्ज़ाम में, you know, this exam will take so much away from you. You will have to, you know, give up time on your friends. You will have to probably leave some hobbies and things like that. But if possible, kindly hold on to them. You know, during my preparation, I had to let go of a lot of things because, you know, there's no time. If you're going to be putting in 8 or 9 hours एक चीज़ में पूरे दिन में, आपके पास कहाँ टाइम बचता है कुछ और करने के लिए, you know, जाके खेलने के लिए and things like that. लेकिन in a week, maybe, you know, bring out one day that you will go and, you know, do your hobby, and in 10 days you'll go watch a movie, or in 15 days you'll go meet your friends. It helps not just because it's refreshing and, you know, then it will come back and you will get helped by the exam and all of that. All of this helps in having a wholesome life, and I genuinely believe it is more important to be happy than it is important to be successful, right? And so one example that I can give you from my life is that when I was preparing for this exam, my Saturday, Sundays used to be blocked for my dance classes. And it used to be such that, you know, my parents used to tell me ki now the exam is coming closer, maybe you should, you know, cut down on that and do this. But as the exam got closer, I was more into, you know, going for the classes rather than preparing. So there were times when I compromised on my studies for my dance. So, and this is not something that is, you know, I'm not a professional dancer. It's not like a huge passion of mine, but it's just something, you know, that one thing that you need to keep outside of this exam so that you can retain your sanity. And maybe this is controversial advice because a lot of people, you know, they say कि 1-2 साल छोड़ दोगे कुछ नहीं होगा, लेकिन I am not one of those people. And it could be anything. It could be, you know, a hobby. It could be a sport. It could be talking to your friends. It could be going and doing chai pe charcha in ORN. Whatever it is, but do not let this exam consume you. And that is basically the overall do's and don'ts that I wanted to mention. And ultimately I'd like to end with this last piece of advice that I wanted to give is that as I mentioned, hard work, perseverance in the right direction will give you this, will give you the success that you desire. Aim high and keep yourself to that standard. Do not aim low. ये मत सोचो कि मेरे को रैंक चाहिए, ये मत सोचो कि बस मेंस हो जाए, ये मत सोचो कि बस प्रीलिम्स हो जाए, ये सोचो कि हमको टॉप 50 में IAS रैंक चाहिए. ठीक है, aim high and you will subconsciously put in that much effort as well. And the last piece of advice that I wanted to give you is that when you do clear all this exam, when you utilize all these strategies और आपकी exam finally clear हो जाए, please do good for the country and please do good for the planet as well. Thank you for watching DKT.